6:10. All right. Hi. My man. Looking good in that shirt, dude. Oh, yeah. We are going to do the national anthem here in a minute, but I just want to break the air because tonight is going to be a spectacle, I'll tell you what. Even though it's getting a little thin in here, it is the finals, day number 4. I am expecting fireworks, and it's going to be an absolutely outstanding evening. And just remember, one thing I want you to say to yourself, think about this in your mind. I can, I will, and I will conquer. Stay in that positive mindset. We're in this. You got this. You are strong. You are confident. We're there with you, all right? We got this. So as you heard me say before, we get into any one of these national anthems. One thing that is important is military. So once again, if I have any military in the house, past, present, or future, any branch, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, ROTC, Coast Guard, any military upstairs or downstairs, kindly give me a wave. I'd like to acknowledge your presence, please. We do have some military members upstairs and downstairs, so please let's give a nice warm round of applause for all of our military members upstairs, downstairs, and in the house, please. I greatly, greatly appreciate you, all your time, your service, your energy, and your commitment. We salute you. With that being said, kindly draw your attention to the flag for the national anthem, and we're going to get this thing started. We are on our final day here at the 2025 NCES 14 and under long course age group championships here at the Greensboro Aquatic Center. Swimmers, good luck. Tear it up. Let's have some fun on the starter. You know what that means? We gotta keep this energy up, you know what I'm saying? It's time to have some fun. We're gonna have some fun in here, and we're all gonna be cheering for these girls when it's time to send them off. Well, why are we going to talk about Harper Turner? So it sounds like Harper Turner's being called out by her friends right now. Keep it moving, girls. Keep it moving. Time to have some fun. Tear it up out there. Let's do this. Tripping into event number 33, the girls 13, 14, 1500. Heat 1, the only heat. This is the A final. Good luck. Officially off to the races. We are the A final right now for the girls 13, 14, 1500 free. Event 33. Lane number 1, that's Isabella Biddy representing Swim Mac. Lane 2, Susanna Gittleman from NCAC. Lane 3 is Anna Milheim from Swim Mac. Lane 4, Emma Michael from Swim Mac. Tack Titans in lane number 5, that's going to be Alice Arcaro. Lane 6 is Marlins of Raleigh with Audrey Simmons. Lane 7, Mia Lang from the Marlins of Raleigh. And lane number 8 from Swim Mac, that's going to be Delaney Michael. Now, one thing on the 1500 I was talking about before is that, yeah, when we think about the 1500, okay, yeah, it's a long event. We get it. But at the same time, this one is probably one of my favorites because there's so much strategy to this. So they're out in 33, 34, 35, bringing it back at a 109, 110 on the 100. Now let's look at those split times. 33, 34, 35, bumps to 36, 37. Now this is where the rubber meets the road, okay? Because before, when we were talking about this event, and this is going to go up to the family and friends upstairs, but also all of those following along live on YouTube right now as well. This is why I ask who swam competitively growing up and who never swam competitively growing up. Because now we get to look at how things unfold. Why? Because all the training will precede them leading into this event, meaning the strategy. Not only just strategizing where they're at in this race against their competition, but personally. All their training is counting their strokes per, this case, 50. Other short course per 25. So you'll start to see as they come off that start, they bump up just a little bit in their 50 times, and knowing their training of counting their strokes, understanding the time of stroke rate, stroke count, and their cadence, you're going to start seeing a lot of these times just triggering off back to back to back to back within tenths or hundredths or within maybe a second. Obviously, the name of the game is you're going to try and stay as tight as possible in your grouping per 50, and you're not going to want to strag too far, but it is all concentrating on these 50s and knowing your stroke. Now, this is going to be fun unfolding, and I just want to probably start showing how this is along the way. So I'll let you sit back, hang out, relax. I'm not going to talk your ear off through this whole thing, but I just want to start showing a couple things for those who are going to be interested in learning about the strategy of a 1500. So let's keep an eye on these split times as they go into 350. So right now our leader is Emma Michael, and she just split her 37.25, and the rest of the girls right around her are sitting at 37.3, 37.6, 37.1. So let's just keep 37.25 as a common denominator right now. Sure. 1 second. All right, so prime example of what I was talking about, and then I'm actually going to get to a birthday announcement. But at the same time, as we're looking up at the board for Emma Michael, right, we're using her as our sample and our common denominator from before. When we were seeing that, she was popping off at right around a 37-point split. Now, her last couple 50s were 37.2, 37.0, 39.3, and then dropped back down to 36.7. Now 36.9. Now, one of the coolest things is, yeah, it's not just by luck, it's by what? Counting your strokes, okay? And at the same time, obviously, your coach is going to be identifying when you need to either pick it up and try not to blow up or just try and sustain. So you're going to be giving signals over to the counters and say, look, this is what we need to get going, get it on pace, or, kind of work on through it. But getting back to what we have as a celebration in the house, we have a birthday. And that birthday is Logan Schiffer. Okay, now hold up. Where's Logan? He's way yonder, yeah? How old is Logan? 15. Are we sure? Are you sure? See? That's where the joke's on you. Ha ha. You fell for it. It's the classic. Hey, go tell the DJ it's this person's birthday, when in reality it's not. And the joke's actually on that person. 8:33 at the 700, all right? So looking at the 750 coming up. Now, Emma Michael is at a 36.87. I don't know if she was actually at that 39. I think she was still at a 37 point before. Maybe had one mind off. Emma Michael seated at a 18:32.93. So halfway through at the 750, sitting at a 910.13 with a 36.96 split. She has the competition around her. Now, as you're watching them swim, obviously they're breathing typically on their right side, some are on their left side, some are breathing bilateral. But ironically enough, even though that you can see your competition when you take a breath, you can see them underwater out of your peripheral, and then in this case on the turn as well. You're going to snap in a streamline, and depending on which shoulder you're rolling over, right side, left side, you're going to be taking a look at the field underwater as well. So it's a brief awareness. After passing through halfway, Emma and Alice are starting to pull away just a little bit, because taking a look at these times as they're coming in, Emma's at 36.7, Alice dropping into 36 low, and then at the same time, the girls that are around her, if they're up just a little bit, and then obviously let that compound over a few 50s, that's where a little bit of that lag will happen, and then they got to play catch up. $9.50 in. Alice, 36 seconds and 38 strokes. "35 seconds and 36 strokes. The methodology, further faster per stroke. Obviously, you're not only just pulling yourself, you have your kick as well. But that's a prime example, right? So same thing, you just quantify it. 1150 in, bringing it back on 1200. Now, as they start making their way into about the next 150. So Alice, you can see she's already picking up the pace because she was bumpering around like that 36, somewhat 37 earlier. Now she's just consistently 36 and now dropped into 35 point. And you could obviously tell as you start looking through the field, everybody's still staying strong. That's a given. You know, obviously they're battling their own things right now, and in their mind, they're staying strong, staying positive, trying to stay positive, and just let the training precede them and have fun, have a good race. So 35.7, Alice Arcaro, 37.06, Emma Michael, 37.5 for Anna, 36.6 for Susanna, 36.7 for Audrey, 37.7 for Delaney Michael, Alice 35.4. Sometimes you'll see in the race kind of a bell curve. Is there split times? Other ways, they'll take it top down as far as going, say, 37, 36, 35, and potentially get down to 34. Kind of like the reverse hockey stick curve. This is going to be interesting. Alice at a 35.7 at the 1300 consistently started dropping into 35s a couple hundred ago. Rest of the field dropping in 36. Anna, right there, she's at 37.2. So as we know, they're going to start trying to negative split these, i.e., like we were saying before, negative split just means the second 50 is faster than the previous 50. So Alice, 35.6. As Alice comes back, you're going to actually get the bells at the 1400. Alice tagging into a 34.99 at that 1450. Emma Michael dropping it to 34.6. Sarah Gettleman with a 36.56. And bringing this one home, what was 34? I'm going to say maybe 33 high, 33.7. What? Dropping the nasty with a 31.75. Going from 36 down to 35, 34, smashes 33 to 31. 18:03.90 personal best. An outstanding example, Alice Arcaro. What a great 1500. 18:20.95 for Emma Michael. Wonderful race. PBs straight across the board as they're coming in. 18:21.21 for Sarah Gittleman, rounding out your top three. 18:28.5 for Anna Milheim, a great race. 18:30, Audrey Simmons from the Marlins, rounding out your top five. Sixth place, Delaney Michael, knocking it out with an 18:46.7 personal best. We have two more ladies coming on in here. Nice job, girls. Way to go. Way to stay strong. That was great work. Tripping into event number 34, this is going to be the guys, 13-14, 1500, the A final. Gentlemen, have a great race. All right, moving into the guys, 13-14, a final, 1500. Now, same thing. Everything is going to be exactly the same methodologies. Nothing changes. So follow along. Check it out. Follow your swimmer and watch it unfold. It's pretty awesome. Lane number one is going to be Aiden Gajowski from Yoda. Lane number two is going to be Effie Kumher from Marlins of Raleigh. Lane three, Finnegan Cavanaugh from MSA. Lane four, Blake Zimmerman from Yoda. Lane number five is Declan Komolowski from NCAC. Lane six, Jackson Garrett from Yoda. Lane number seven is going to be Macaulay Sorrell from the Marlins of Raleigh. And lane number eight is William Singh from NCAC. Saw a 29 point in there at the 50s. But looking at the 100, back half splitters a 32.6 at a 102.5. And as we're looking through the field, I'm going to say 32, 33, 34. It might bump up to say 34, 35 as sustainability through the midfield or the mid part of this race. So we'll see how it shapes up. $33, $34, ice, $36. $33.65, $33.65. 49 strokes in 33 seconds. Tighter stroke, faster cadence. So I don't know if there's any runners out there, but obviously you understand cadence and music and tempo. What's up, dude? And so with that being said, same principles, right? Depending on how your body is reacting. Sometimes you'll see them want to draw it out, get a longer stroke. But if right now that feels comfortable for these guys, right? So if he's still banging out 33, 33, 33 at that cadence, keeping that tempo, sometimes you'll see the swimmers move around in the lane. Well, they'll link up next to each other and sometimes try to pull a draft or work together as well. So it's always interesting. Yes. Did you know that there's drafting? Who are we trying to get? Chase. Yeah? Okay. Blake and Declan. Declan and Blake. Those two guys, man. Check it out. 33s. Making it look like a sprint. So I made the reference to running before. And ironically enough, there's a certain cadence right around like 180 BPM that you can actually start to feel there's an optimization, right? So running is obviously completely different from being in the water. Your body reacts and moves in completely different way. But same thing, there's cadence. You're gonna find what really works well for you and your body. So taking a look at these times that I've been keeping track of, over the last couple 50s, I'll go back to the 700, sitting on a 7:47.5 for Blake. And Declan was just shy of about 2 seconds back, so 2 seconds, 20 seconds, 2.2, right? And Blake on 800, 855.49, and right there with him, Declan, just shy of 2.4 seconds. So these guys literally are just really super, super consistent, because I think over the last like 350s, it's like almost exact, 2.49, 2.49, and then bumps a little to 2.55. Thousand down, lead swimmer Blake Zimmerman sitting at 11:12.06. He's seated at a 16:40.07. And I don't know if he's making a run for the record, because the record is a 16:05.54, but he might be, to be quite honest. Bumping slightly up. So Declan and Blake, 34-0. 0405. So I'm really interested to see if Declan is saving energy or trying to hold on right now. Because I have a feeling this last 100 is going to be pretty awesome. Coming in on the 1350 right now, this is going to be an all-out battle, a war between Blake and Declan and Blake as they make this turn. Drop it into the feet with a 33.48 and a 33.89. It is off to the races. Just absolutely exploding out of that turn. Blake Zimmerman just took off. The counter's about to drop in the orange cards. Last turn for these guys. Blake on the turn sitting at a 33.42, Declan 33.70. Blake sitting on a 16.16, Declan 16.19. (32.13). Final split for Blake Zimmerman with a 16.48.66 and lock in a personal best for Declan Komolowski with a 16.51.70. I'm not going to lie, that was an impressive pace to that cadence of that stroke. That was awesome, man. That was awesome. Blake, job well done, man. 16.48. Declan, that was awesome. Solid work with a personal best of 16.51. 17.03 for Finnegan with a personal best and locking in some of those PBs up there. Nice work, guys. That was really entertaining. That was really good. 16.06, I believe. Nope, 16.05. Yeah. So we're going to be peppering in some of the 200 breaststroke. Nice job, man. Nice job. Aiden, way to stay strong all the way through to the finish, man. Nice work. So we're going to pepper in a 200 for the girls and the boys, and then I'm going to resume doing music for the A final in the next event for the girls 13-1400 free, okay? So we'll get back to that, but right now we're going to get into girls 11-12, 200 breaststroke. It's one and only heat. Tripping into event 411. The girls 11-12, 200 breaststroke, one heat. Good luck. So checking in once again on the girls 11-12 200 breaststroke. This is the one and only heat for event number 411. As mentioned, we're going to be peppering in some of these throughout the final session. So in the water right now, that's Valentina Van Shea from Swim Mac. Lane 2, Mary Waters from TAC Titans. Lane 3, Clara Jellin from NCAC. Lane 4, Danielle Volbrecht from Swim Mac. Lane 5 is Claire. Lane 6, Rini Lepardi from TAC. Lane number 7 is going to be Mila Nichols from RSA. .303.44, Danielle Volbrecht from Swim Mac, locking in a personal best, and check that out. PB straight across the board. Nice work. For PBs, you'd be like, peanut butter jelly time. Anybody else mind just going crazy now? It is the boys. Heat one and only. Alexei, pleasure meeting you. Cranking right off the block right now is event number 421. So as mentioned, the boys 11-12, 200 breaststroke. Lane 2 is going to be Aaron Fang from TAC. Lane 3 is Lucas Darling from MSA. Lane 4, Noah Grant from the Waves. Lane 5, Kyle Wang from ECA. Lane 6 is Calvin Talbot representing GSA. And lane number 7, Zayed Saeed from TAC Titans. Jeez. Nice job. Here we go. Calvin Talbot from GSA right now with the 2:05.85 sitting on the 150. Split time 44.56. Looking through the field, 45 and 47's out there. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Calvin Talbot with a personal best of a 248.78 with a final split of a 42.93. Nice job, dude. Second place, 257.40 by Aaron Fang. And third is going to be a 257.87. So close out there, guys. Tripping into event number 35. This is going to be the girls 13, 14, 100 free. Heat 1, B final. Girls, tear it up. Have a great race. So the B final, lane number 1 is going to be Evelyn Spruill from NCAC. Lane 2 is going to be Anna Perdue from TAC. Lane 3 is Sofia Ruiz from MAC. Lane 4, Rosario Gutierrez from NCAC. Lane 5, Caitlin Wooten from MAC. Her teammate in 6 is Colby Nag. Lane 7 is Audrey Simmons from Marlins. And lane number 8 is Cameron Klein. And Cameron Klein from MSA with a back half split of a 31.41, taking that with a personal best of a 100.45. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the A final. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, get those hands together, dig deep, and put those hands in the air and start clapping. You got your girls coming down on the deck for the A final. In lane 1 from MSC, just kidding. Lane number 1 from Swim Mac, that's going to be Peyton Christian. Lane number 2 from TAC Titans, that's Ziva Lou. Lane number 3 is going to be Swim Mac with Aaron Greathouse. Lane 4 from the Titans, that's Finola Wheelahan. Lane number 5 from Swim Mac, that's Arizona Smith. Lane number 6 representing New Wave Swim Team, that's Chandler Daigle. Lane number 7 from Swim Mac, Louisa Petku. And lane number 8 from TAC Titans, that's Amelia Peterson. This is your A final. Good luck. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at those starts. So close and so quick. What? Dropping to the feet at a 27.4. That's going to be Finola Wheelahan from TAC. Right with her with a 28.1. That's going to be Aaron Greathouse. But these girls are just absolutely hammering back on this back half right now. That whole field all strung together as they make their way under the flags. The last couple strokes and punching into the wall right there. That is a 56.75 and a new personal best for Finola Wheelahan. 56.7. Tripping into event number 36. This is going to be the guys 13, 14, 100 free, B final. Good luck, guys. For the B final, lane number 1 is going to be Jacob Hodgkins from TAC Titans. Lane number 2, that's Finnegan Cavanaugh representing MSA. Lane 3 is Steven Zhao from Tech. Lane 4, EAC in the house with Henry Williams, and just lighting up that first 50 with a 26.79. Lane number 5, Jacob Sue in the house with NCAC. Lane 6, Evan Jackson from MAC. Lane 7 is going to be Kingsley Chen from NCAC. And lane number 8 from MAC, that's Joseph Ridgewell. Hey, 56.47, Steven Zhao representing Tech. Nice job, guys. Dude, that was close. Henry, nice work, man. Coming up next, only a few will know this song. A final. We're throwing it back, peeps. We're throwing it back. Looking at the entry times up there, it's going to be a close one. So walking down on the deck right now, lane number 1 from the Tide, that's going to be Ryan Galloway. Lane number 2 from EAC, we have Bodie Cummins. Lane number 3 from MAC, that's Chase Gray. Lane number 4 from Team, Bryce Zoe Dadula. Lane number 5 from the Marlins, that's Davis Miller. Lane number 6 from MAC, that's Adam Aris. His teammate in lane number 7 is Jesse Cyrus. And lane number 8 from RSA, Elijah Cresswell. This is your A final. Good luck, guys. That's what I'm talking about. 26.16, 26.32, 26.91, 26.94. Man, top 4 spots hammering right together, less than a second, and not too far off for the top 5 and 6 as well. Just pounding the water right now. 53.68, Bryce Zoe Dadula taking that one home. Nice job. Back half split of a 27.36. Nice job, guys. I concur. Thank you, gentlemen. What a race. What a performance. Tripping into event number 412. This is going to be the girls 11-12, 200 breaststroke, 1 heat. Good luck, girls. Unstoppable. That's what's playing in their mind. Unstoppable. Just brain focused in the zone. I got this. I can do this. I will do this. So, for this heat right now, it's going to be Reese Bartimus from Mac in 1, Scotland Dupree in 2 from the Waves. Her teammate in lane number 3 is going to be Molly Slowinski. Lane number 4, Miss Juliette Christopherson from Yoda. Lane 5, Ada Walter from NCAC. Lane number 6, representing Tech Titans, that's Shirley Lou. Lane number 7, that's Gwendolyn McMurray from Tech. And lane number 8 from Carolina Aquatic Team, Miss Claire Pelletier Boone. Unstoppable, I tell ya, unstoppable. So I'm just actually logging into the live stream, and I just want to say thank you so much for being here with us right now. I knew there was a little extra buzz in the energy because we're feeling a lot of extra stuff going on around here, and I can guarantee it's coming in from all that energy being shared at those of you I'm talking to right now on YouTube. But looking at what we got going on, it says, looks like Let's Go Bella. They're watching you live from Australia in the house. And that was Kelly Muir, if I said that correct. And we got Tar Heel Girl. And she said, hey, I'm back to watch some more great competition and great commentary. Go, or OGSA swimmer. Oh, you're too kind, you're too kind. Let's go Valentina out there from Rosario. Valentina, oh, getting a lot of love out there. A lot of family and friends chiming in. And honestly, with sincere gratitude, we can definitely feel all that energy. Those swimmers are totally vibing off that energy. Coming in digitally, and at the same time here inside the house, I'll tell you what, just tearing it down. First place, Scotland Dupree, representing the Waves with a personal best of a 256.00. Juliet Christopherson from Yoda with a 301.86 and 303.75. Molly Slowinski representing the Waves and taking some personal best straight through that board. Nice work. Tripping into event number 422. This is the boys 11-12, 200 breaststroke, 1 heat. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Event number 422. It's 1 heat for these guys right now. We're going to do another one here in a little while for the girls and the guys. Lane number 1, that's going to be Noah Carr representing the Marlins of Raleigh. Lane 2, Luke Masneri from EAC. Austin Alamo representing TAC Titans out there. In lane number 3, Anthony Macavariani from MAC. In lane number 4, Lucas Bonner in lane number 5 from TAC Titans. His teammates in lane 6 and 7 with Nikita Carson in 6, Evan Zhang in 7. NCAC in lane number 8, that is Jackson Tao. Let's go, guys. Let's go. You got this. chirping off that 100 and bringing it back to the 150. This is going to shape up to be an outstanding finish as we start drawing our attention up to the board right now. Not only is it the split time, but the overall time as well. So Anthony with a 43.37 setting that tone. Nikita 43 point and looking like 44.3 for Lucas, 44.7 for Austin, and jumping into 45 for Luke, 46 for Noah, 46 for Evan, 47 for Jackson Tao. Last 50, and those guys are finding another gears. They're making their way back. Anthony trying to pull away, but the competition's like, man, we got you, we got you. Coming into the wall, it's going to be Anthony pulling into the blue paint, and two guys battling for that second and third spot, but Macaveriani with a 246.29 and a personal best, and knocking out Nikita with a 250.36 up against Lucas with a 250.83, going for the 1, 2, and 3 punch. Nice job, guys.
Way to work. Hey, way to go.
Oh, we got a second? All right. Breaking up the air just a little bit. Girls, keep moving, shake it off, stay warm, keep grooving. Speaking of rolling, we're rolling right into the B final for event number 37 for the girls, 13-14, 200 back. This is Heat 1, B final. Good luck. Fresh off the blocks to the races and breaking out right now, this is event number 37, the B final, heat number 1 for the girls 13-14 2 back. Lane number 1, that's Merritt Bass representing Swim Mac. Lane 2 from RSA, that's Avery White. Lane 3 from the Marlins of Raleigh, Lucy Ann Hefner. Lane number 4, that's Emma Michael from Swim Mac. Lane number 5 from Mac, Arizona Smith. Lane 6 from the Titans, Sarah Harter. Lane 7 from Swim Mac, that's Emma Langford, and her teammate in lane number 8, Isabella Bitty. On the 100, Avery White tearing it up with a 36.0 back half split, putting her at the pack leader of a 110.27. Next is going to be a 112 and 114 at the 100 for Sarah Harter and Emma Langford. The final stretch right now. From where I'm standing, that's some awesome competition coming in there. So the lead swimmer pushing through the 15, and then right after that, pretty much right at her knees and her heels was the rest of the competition as well, but that is squeaking into the ball and taking that one with a 226.86, Avery White, but 227, and take a look at that split time right there. A little bit of a faster split, but Avery held on. Nice job. Ready for the A final? Throwing it back. Hey, song on request. Oh, yeah. And in lane number 1 from TAC Titans, that's going to be Charlotte Doyle. Lane number 2 is going to be TAC with Amy Zhang. Lane 3 from MAC, that's Aaron Greathouse. Lane 4 from MAC, Elise Burrell. Lane number 5 from MSA, Louise Vidarson. Lane number 6, Eleanor Donovan, representing TAC Titans. Lane 7 from TAC, Anna Purdue. And lane number 8 from NCAC, Susanna Gittleman. This is your A final. Good luck. Here we go, checking in onto the race right now for the A final, in on the 100. Wanted to take a quick second to load into the next song for the A final. So Elise Burrow right now with a 107.57, 108.1 for Louise Vidarson, and 109.70 for Aaron Greathouse. That whole field is all literally within striking distance, just strategizing to see where we're going to be at this 150. Dropping into 35.82. Let's take a look at the split times. 36.58, 36.2, 36.9, and then kind of a smattering of 37 and 38 out there. 143.39 Elise in lane number 4 for Swim Mech, which is now breaking out to 2 girls out there. Elise and Louise, Louise and Elise on the big finish out there, stroke for stroke. Diving home, Elise Burrell with a 218.45 and a final split of a 35.06. That was an awesome race. Louise Vidarson, 219, and Aaron Greathouse, 223. Eleanor, 224, Amy, 225, rounding out your top 5. Here we go, tripping into the gentlemen. Guys, 13-14, 200 backstroke, heat 1B final. Good luck. (13-14) boys B final. Lane number 1, Martin Sanchez Moreno, representing Swim Mac. Lane number 2 is going to be Ben Palomar, representing Tac Titans. Lane number 3, Reese Bartel for Swim Mac. Lane 4, Star Aquatics in the house, representing Miller Fender. Lane number 5, you got MSA with Jacob Neely. Lane 6 from Tech, Jacob Livshin. Lane number 7 from BAC Brunswick Aquatic Club, that's Michael Best. And in lane number 8, representing the Sailfish in the house, that is Bryce Golden.
You're welcome. Way to go. Nice swim.
Picking up the pace out here. Just absolutely vibing in the outside lane right now. You got 107.01 from the Sailfish. Your boy, Bryce Golden. Look at the times out there. 107.01, then you have 44.55. What? And then bumping in 08 and 09. Only time will tell as they make their way into the 150 and then crank it on back for this 200, because right there is a prime example of just shifting gears. Jacob Neely taking over in lane number 5 at the 150, sitting at 142.53. Locking in at 34 points. Bryce bumps a little bit to 36 in his split time. Now looking at 142.5 and jumping into 143s, 44s, and 45 out there. But as they come to the final finish, what a spectacle that was, ladies and gentlemen. Taking it home, that is Jacob Neely with a new personal best of a 2:16.80. That was awesome. Michael Best with a 2:19.05 and 2:19.30 is your boy, Reese Bartel. Up next, a final. A little song on request, tore up out there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get those hands together. A final for your boys. They're making their way down on the deck right now. In lane number 1, we're going to have Harrison Smith representing Mac. Lane 2, that's Jackson Pereira from RSA. Lane 3, from NCAC, Charles Mittler. Lane number 4, from the Waves, that's Philip Chernikov. Lane number 5, from the Waves of Wilmington in the house, that's Slater Spencer. Lane 6, from Swim Mac, Jason Braun. Lane number 7, representing the Titans, that's Stokes Oxrider. And lane number 8, from Mac, that's Augustus Glassner. Let's go, boys. Saddle up. Let's do this. This is your A final. The A final. tearing it up in this first 50. Going sub 30 with a 29.69. That's Charles Mittler in lane number 3, setting the tone from NCAC. It's a big difference between 29.6 and 31.4 off that first 50. So we'll see how this shapes up in the 100. And going out strong. Looking strong coming in on the 100. Bringing it back on the back half right here. On the turn, dropping to the feet right there with a 102.96 at a back half of 33.27. 105.02 for Philip Chernikov and 106.38 Harrison Smith. I should preface that every heat is basically a hot heat, okay? So I think we should say every heat winner, just stop on by, get a little rubber ducky and some glasses, and let's have some fun with the swag, okay? So once again, every heat, let's just call it hot heat winners, okay? Charles Mittler with a 138.67. Bumping up a little bit, man. 37.71, where the field right now is starting to chirp in at a 34.76. Both for, that was Jackson and Philip Chernikov, having the same split time. Reeling them in. This is going to be a big finish right here, folks. Diving home with the 213.55, Charles Mittler, NCAC. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Hold on. I got this. All right, chirping into the girls 11-12 200 breaststroke. This is now event 413. One and only heat for this one. Good luck. Feel the vibe. That's a good song. I like that one. .413. The heat for the girls right now, 11-12 200 breaststroke. Alexa Berg in lane number 1 from TAC. Lane number 2 is Emma Ducey from MSA. Lane number 3, Miss Eva Chow from TAC Titans. Lane number 4, Penelope Chow from NCAC. TAC Titans in 5, 6, and 7 as well, with Tessa Jeltema in 5. Charlie Hanoyan in 6, and Miss Zoe Laverne in 7. Lane number 8, swim Mac, that's Ellen Layton. Penelope at the 150 with a 43.54 split. Looking good out there, teams. Looking good. So looking at the live chat, once again, great to have you with us. Giancarlo Rosario sharing the love for Valentina out here. So definitely want to share that on here. Looks like Kelly Muir saying, "Go Bella." And we got some smiley faces representing from JB out there. Speaking of smiling from ear to ear right now, Penelope Chow is taking first with a 247.28 and a 44.47 final split. For 14, girls 11-12, 200 breaststroke, 1 heat. So in the water right now, 414. Like I was saying before, we were peppering in some of these 11-12 200 breaststrokes throughout the final session. Lane number 3 is going to be Maze Wheatley representing Swim Mac. Lane 4 from Tag Titans, that's Harper Turner. Lane number 5 from Swim Mac, that's Grace Zettler. So, I will share, after this last heat of girls for the 200 breaststroke right now, we're going to have just a very, very quick 3-minute break, and then we're going to get into the 200 IMs for the girls and the boys. And I'm going to verify that we have nothing after that. It's so quiet. Why is it quiet? I can hear my ears ringing. I don't like that. You know? I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you. Come on, swimmers. I'll be your biggest fan, okay? We got Maze, Harper, and Grace. Come on now. Come on now. Finishing strong. You got this. You got this. Just one stroke at a time. Reach. Snap that kick. .302.81 and a final split of a 46.24. Miss Harper Turner. Okay, so from what I saw, I believe we do have a quick 3-minute, or are we going right into this? Check 2. Looks like we're rolling right in. Ladies, we're pumped. We are pumped. We're going to be getting into event number 39. This is girls 13-14 200 IM Heat 1B final. And let's blow this place up for these girls. B final. Good luck. All right, we're getting close. Did you ever do, so it's fun. Okay, hold on, just hear me out. I look into so many people's eyes and like catch them like randomly and they're like, are you talking to me? And so it's like, I coined this term like the lizard face. Like I make a lizard face. You know what that is? You get to the spot where you're like, are we staring at each other? And then you're like, hi. You know you do it. Like you're walking down the street and all of a sudden you like snap eyes with somebody, you're like, yeah. It's like the awkward, hi, smile face. Can you? Oh my God, thank you. Like I feel like I'm heard. You know what I'm saying? Okay, thanks for being there with me. Thank you, thank you. You're on my level, you're on my level. Speaking of getting on my level right now, we're at the 200 IM. I love this event. 2 IM for the swim, but also announcing this one is so awesome out there. At the 100, looking like 111.27. It was Ava Marino. Dude. That's another one coming off the 150. You know what I'm saying? Actually, not lying. Coming off the backstroke into breaststroke on 200 IM. Wicked, man, wicked. But it's so good because you know what? Your mind is like, I am about to smash this. Nice try. We'll keep it on the down low. Speaking of the down low, 229.56. That's Sarah Harder from Tech. Nice job. 232.0 for Cameron and 232.08. Oh, 5/100ths of a second. I heard this song is still popular. In lane 1 for the girls 13-14 2IMA final, representing Tech Titans, that's Amy Zhang. Lane number 2 from Tech, that's Alice Arcaro. Lane number 3 from Swim Mac, that's Louisa Petku. Lane number 4 for Tech Titans, that's Finola Wheelahan. Lane number 5 from Tech, Ziva Liu. Lane 6 from MSA, that's Luis Vidarson. Lane 7 from Tech, Berkeley Bar. And in lane number 8, representing Swim Mac, that's Sophia Ruiz. Good luck, girls. This is your A final. Have a great race. So this is the final event for the girls of the meet weekend, okay? So let's get a little bit of energy for them as they come into the finish. We're gonna finish strong with them, okay? They've been giving it their all weekend long. I need you to help out and just give a little extra love through that finish. And we're gonna do it together, because we're one big happy family. Don't make me turn this car around. We'll start all over. I'm ready to go. Amy's saying 31.44. Why did I say that? Well, 44 is my favorite number. But 28.93, Finola Wheelahan knocking it out of the park right there with a 29.83 for Louisa Petku. Tack and Mac. Mac and Tack. .104.7, lighten it up with a 35.8 in the back half, or off of the back of that, back half of that 100 for a 50 back. I wanted to turn down the music so you can hear how hard they kick. It's like rolling thunder. Speaking of rolling thunder, bringing the thunder with a 219.61 and a final split of a 31.37 off that last 50 free and locking in a personal best, Finola Wheelahan. Shoo-wee. Ladies, outstanding swimming, great job, job well done, all meet along. Cheers to you. That was outstanding. What a great performance. For the gentlemen, Heat 1B final. Good luck, guys. Have a great race. For the boys, 13-14, 2IM. Heat 1B final, Logan Schiffern from Adam in lane number 1. Slater Spencer from the Waves of Wilmington in lane 2. Lane number 3 is going to be Jason Prawn from Swim Mac. Lane 4 from Infinity EAC, that's Bodie Cummins. Lane number 5 from Tack Titans, that's Stokes Oxrider. Lane number 6 from Brunswick Aquatic Club, Michael Best. And in lane 7 from Tech, that's Frank Liu. And rounding out lane number 8 from NCAC, Jason Slawowski. Yo, Stokes. That was awesome, man. 2:15.98. Way to go, dude. Way to go. You were seated at a 2:19.66. Nice work. Boys, great job. Let's welcome out the A final with a song on request. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the final heat of the final event of the meet weekend, so we need to get those hands together and get these guys out here and keep them fired up, because this is going to close us down and we're going to go out with fireworks. In lane 1 from Mac, that's Samuel Carlson. Lane number 2 from Mac, that's Chase Gray. Lane number 3 from Mac, that's Adam Morris. Lane number 4 from Mac, that's Jesse Cyrus. Lane 5 from Tac Titans, Steven Zauhi. Lane number 6 from NCAC, Jacob Sue. Lane number 7 from NCAC, Kingsley Chen. Lane number 8 from MSA, that's Finnegan Kavanaugh. This is your A final. Good luck. .27.59 setting the pace, Jesse Cyrus. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you. Your hands are full. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My man, appreciate you. Thank you for your help. I know you came out. Thank you. Thank you. Jesse, 1003, back half of 32.78, I think that was. Smashing it off the wall right there. Jesse still holding it down, sitting at a 40.73 split with a 141.10, but the quandary right there is 39.44. Now 141.72 between first and second. And as you can see, it is just an all-out war right now, because those guys are looking at each other, breathing at each other, and saying, this is my house and I'm gonna take this one. Taking this one home, ladies and gentlemen, it goes Steven Zauhi with a 212.76 and a final split of a 31.04. Jesse Cyrus, nice job, man, 213.58. And rounding your top 3 with a 214.14, Chase Gray. Wow. That was awesome. Well, I want to say we have a little something afterwards here, but competition, that's finito. Family and friends, you did it. I'm proud of you. I hope you had a great time. I sure did. So I want to say we're going to get into some awards here momentarily. But for those of you who are following along live, I think we're going to be shutting that broadcast down here in just a minute. Not too sure, but if I have a second, just want to take a moment to say thank you for everybody that's following along live on YouTube over the past several days. We definitely felt all of that energy here in Greensboro at the GAC, the Greensboro Aquatic Center, for the 2025 North Carolina Swimming's 14 and under long course age group championships, I should say. And that's going to be doing it for us, I'll tell you what. So if you're going to be logging off, be safe, rest well, and we'll see you on the flip side. Let me see if we're still on live, because I'm going to say thanks and see if we have any additional comments on there. I just want to make sure I'm giving some shout outs where I can. We are still live. All right, cool. So I don't see any additional comments on there from the ones I was seeing before, but looks like JB once again was hammering us with some smiles, sending that energy. Kelly saying, "Go Bella," and with some rock star eyes. Giancarla Rosario sending massive love for Valentina. Just want to share that. Tar Heel Girl, she was saying before, saying, "Hey, I'm back to watch some more great competition and great commentary." She's actually a previous GSA swimmer. So I want to say thank you so much for being here with us, and thanks for the positive feedback. That means a tremendous amount to us. And Kelly Muir saying, "Let's go Bella." And once again, we are global, meaning they are watching live from Australia. What time is it in Australia right now? Hold on, let's see. Let's see, time in Australia. 10:02 a.m. Okay, not bad. So they're at the top of the morning when they were watching. So I think we're going to be doing awards here soon. Awards? Okay, cool. All the volunteers, thank you, appreciate you. Officials, you rock. Coaches, nice work. Family and friends, you're the best. Hi. If you're going to be leaving at this time and not sticking around for the awards, make sure you look around yourself so that you don't lose any personal belongings. And to the swimmers, and obviously the family and friends as well, as you're looking around yourself, collecting your belongings, if you notice you have left any rubbish behind, kindly make sure that gets put into the proper trash receptacles and staying as clean and tidy as much as possible to help the staff and crew out. Jonathan, is it still, I'm right to your right, is it still nobody knows finals, like it's not posted on, okay. Okay, no, I just want to see if it's like the surprise element of like what the end results are. Okay. Yeah. So I think so we still have some people on for the live sticking around. So we're actually still just about 40 people. And just want to say, hey, we're just waiting on some of the results over on our side. I'll be able to start sharing those here in just a little bit. And looking at some updated. And just want to say thanks for the feedback. It really means a lot to us, and I know obviously I greatly appreciate you. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being with us and sticking with us all weekend long. And with sincere gratitude, and greatly appreciate you. Okay, so just while I have everybody's attention, and if you could hear my voice inside the hallway, if I have Edward Galati, please make your way out onto the pool deck. I have something very important that you have misplaced, okay? Edward Galati, kindly make your way onto the deck. I do have something very important that you have misplaced. Thank you. So does anybody know an Edward Galati by chance? Edward Galati. So if you wouldn't mind helping me spread the word, I'm actually looking for Edward Galati, and the last name is spelled, looks like Gullatte. First name Edward, last name Gullatte. Once again, if anybody knows an Edward Galati, we are looking for Edward Galati, or moreover, I am looking for Edward Galati. hot off the press. Now, I don't know if you know, but you're about to find out. Hi. So I'm going to read the top 6. This is combined team scores. So, with 751.5 points, that is Yoda, YMCA of the Triangle Area Swim. 5th place combined team scores with 1,265.5 points. 5th place is the Marlins of Raleigh. 4th place with 1,363 points. 4th place goes to Mecklenburg Swim Association. 3rd place with 1,692 points. 3rd place goes to NCAC. 2nd place with 3,999 points. 2nd place goes to TAC Titans. 1st place, combined team scores, your NCS long course age group champions for 2025 with 4,681 points. Swim Mac. Hey, that's awesome. Coach, congratulations. What an outstanding performance by all the swimmers. Outstanding performance by all the swimmers. Thank you so much to the family and friends for being here. Coaches, great job in all that you do. And with that being said, that's going to bring us to a wrap here in a second. But I think, are we doing individual high scores? Okay. Are we doing? Okay. So we are going to be doing some individual scores here in a moment. It's okay, squeeze in a little bit. It's all right. Squeeze in a little bit. Squeeze in like you like each other. You're okay. There you go. Put a couple guys down in front. A celebration. You got that right. So I did this before. I have the high point in my hands. We do have an update to the boys 11-12 officially. So once again, the boys 11-12 individual scores have been updated, so they are official. but I'm going to read the top 3, and we are going to award the top person. Number 1, numero uno. So for the boys, 11-12 from earlier, which was updated. Third place is 132 points from Yoda. That was Michael White. Second place with 138 points from Swim Mac. That's Cole Johnson. And in first place with 149 points representing Swim Mac, Anthony Macavariani. For the girls, 13-14 individual score. Celebration right now. Third place with 106 points. That's Tac Titans Alice Arcaro. Second place was 117 points. The Tac Titans Finola Wheelahan. And in first place, your champion for the girls 13-14 individual scores with 137 points, representing Swim Mac, Elise Burrell. Congratulations, Elise. High five. Nice work. Way to go, way to go. For the boys, 13-14 individual scores. I'll read the top 3, and of course, we are awarding your winner. Third place with 94 points, representing Swim Mac, that's Harrison Smith. Second place with 106.5 points, representing Tac Titans, Stephen Zauhi. And in first place with 124.5 points, your champion. Individual scores for your boys 13-14, representing Swim Mac, Adam Aris. One final last round of applause for everybody that's still in the building. That will do it for us. Thank you so much for everything. That will bring us to a wrap. Closing the 2025 North Carolina Swimming 14 and under long course age group championships here at the GAC, the Greensboro Aquatic Center. And with that being said, as you make your way on out, it's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see y'all next time. My name is James Balser, and it's been so much fun. So with that being said, be safe, rest well, good night. Well, that's a wrap. 2025 North Carolina Swimming 14 and under long course age group championships here at the Greensboro Aquatic Center. Once again, just want to say thank you to everybody that is with us that whole time. It's been an absolute pleasure. My name is James Balser. I just want to wish you a wonderful evening. Be safe. Rest well. Good night.